Well, we're back with more Hollow Knight. Hooray. Well, I don't... Well, I've got a few ideas as to where I'm going in this episode. But first and foremost, I want to go south, or at least down. Because on my map, there at the bottom right, you can see a path I have not taken. So I'm going to go do that. Last episode, I did a lot of exploring here in Green Path. I also fought a boss by the name of Hornet. We're going to learn more about her as the game goes further and further, but she was a pretty cool boss fight. I enjoyed that one. I think last episode I kind of mentioned, or made mention of the fact that developers, one of their major influences was Mega Man X, and I think the Hornet boss fight from last episode is a really good visual, like visually speaking, is a very good example of kind of what that influence entails, as it's, it's definitely reminiscent of something you would see in almost like a Mega Man game, specifically the Mega Man X games. So I don't know, pretty cool. It's pretty cool. This game's pretty cool. Also, too, in case you forgot, I have a dash now, which is very helpful. Oh, being a little bit sloppy here. Not my intention, of course, but oh well. Such is life, I suppose. Get out of here. I forget if... No, there wasn't anything right here. Oh yeah, there was, but it was like that little monolith. I'm gonna go ahead and heal real quick. This should be, yep, exactly where I'm going. No, though, I'm not entirely sure exactly where I'm gonna end up by the end of this episode. I know there is some cool stuff ahead. Yay, a bench. Nice little peaceful. That is by far like a straight up traditional save room, obviously, but not all of them are like that. But that one definitely is. And also here's this. Ugh. I hate these damn things. They are not fun to deal with, like at all. They're awful. Because when you get close to them, they they flat out just hide, and their projectiles do a surprising amount of damage, so I'm not going to go that way yet. I'm actually going to go right down here. And also, a fun little thing about the map, something I have not really mentioned, but more than likely you've probably noticed, is that the map, to bring up the map, the game doesn't pause when you do that, so it's, the knight is literally pulling his map out of his pocket. So, I can have it out, and I can actually still walk around. Can't jump while I'm doing this, but I can kind of stare down at my map and, make a little headway while I do so. But if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of pausing because there is a mini-boss here. Oh my. Very big mini-boss. That's not great. Oh boy. Boy howdy, that's really not great. Okay, let's try that again. Alright. Well, nothing too major or spectacular about that boss. Pretty straightforward. Easiest strategy for him, I can honestly say, is just wait for him to charge directly at you, and if you can time your hits correctly, you can basically just keep him back and just hit him until he dies. And if he jumps, then just, don't jump while he jumps. Very simple. Good lord. Lord, I've got a lot of geo. I don't know how I've managed to do this. I didn't plan it that way, that's for sure. Now, this area of the green path, I will say, has one of the trickier platforming, I don't know, puzzle, I guess you could kind of call it a puzzle. If you don't immediately understand what to do, I mean, I guess it could be a puzzle, in a way, but not really. I mean, it's actually pretty obvious based on this room. It's kind of giving you a big hint right there with those, or with that giant flying insect. But to give, or not flying, but walking. But there's your hint right there. It involves pogoing. So let's see if I can actually do this. Because I have very little confidence in myself lately, and... Okay. That's looking okay. Alright. Geo. Always good. Wow, over 1,500. Alright, here comes, this is the fun one, so let's see if I can get it. Oh, thank God. Okay. The things I do for grubs, I swear. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, can't quite get over there yet. That requires a special item that I have not received yet. But I hope that by the end of this episode I will have the item I need to get past that little cliffside, so we'll see. Where is this bug? Okay. I love the design of the knight. He's so... It's so simple, and yet there's elegance in the simplicity of this character design. It's very striking. I also wish I had a plushie of him, because that would be amazing to have. And I believe they sell them. I think. I'm pretty sure they do. If they don't, they ought to. They'd probably make a damn bundle just off of that. They probably do. I hadn't really looked into it. Forget if Big Boy, but no, Big Boy doesn't come back. Okay. I'm gonna go up here real quick. I'm gonna hit this bench. Now, in accordance with this episode's title, I think it is fairly obvious that I'm gonna be heading way down for a bit. That's kind of my next goal, is I'm heading below Green Path, which will get me to the next major area that I need to do stuff in. Incidentally, I do not think this is where I need to go, but I might as well check this place out. Oh, yeah, okay, that's a no. Can't go in there yet. But I know what I need to get in there. It's actually an item you can buy specifically for that room, or that building. I don't think I will be buying it right now, though, because it's kind of expensive, and there are other things I would rather have, I believe. Which, incidentally, that's kind of what this episode is. It's sort of a half and half episode. So, like, on one hand, I'm doing a little bit of sightseeing in Green Path, and then I'm going to go back to the Forgotten Crossroads for a bit. Not too long, of course. There's like one thing I need to do up there, and then past that, I'll probably head back to Dirtmouth and check and see what there is to get a hold of, if anything, and then following that, I will probably head into the next set of areas. And ow, that was embarrassing. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, I did. Well, you know what? Whatever. I'll live with it. And this is actually the wrong way. Isn't it? Yeah, it is. I swear. Okay. Let's try that again. No. Go away. Jerk. Okay, I gotta go over here. Green Path, oddly enough, I don't really think, I mean, if you look at it on the map, it's really not that confusing of an area, but, like, for whatever reason, I get kind of a little, I don't know, sidetracked while I'm going through it a lot. Thankfully, though, this is, like, the Green Path, I mean, like, after you've done the first go-around through it, I mean, there's really not a whole lot else to it. Like, there's like one more major area of it that I can't currently get to yet. And then that'll kind of branch off into some other areas, but I mean, the majority of Green Path right now is basically done, I would say. And I'm going up here to take this safety bench because I'm a scaredy cat and I am afraid I could always mess up, and I'd rather not do that, so rather not risk it. Oh shit. Yep. Sounds like a damn Ewok. Jump. Ooh. Yeah, let's, okay. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, I never read this sign. The Pilgrim's Way. Travelers of Hallownest descend through verdant wilds and fungal groves to the city at this kingdom's heart. There all wishes shall be granted, all truths revealed. Which, if you remember in the first episode, the boss of Forbidden Crossroads, or Forgotten Crossroads, excuse me, the false knight, he actually dropped the city crest, and so that sign, which incidentally I really should have read last episode to give a little more context as to why I was going through a lush verdant forest, well, you know, by this game's standards, by this world's standards. The reason is that I'm heading towards this city, the capital city of Hallownest, which is a really cool section of the game, I think. Probably one of my favorites. Like, visually, it's an absolute delight. Okay. Hush, bug. That leads to the mine. I can't go to the mines yet. And I cannot go over here yet. Okay. Well. I never. Actually, it would just be faster. This is gonna seem stupid, but in hindsight it will make more sense. I'm just gonna go back to Dirtmouth real quick, because from Dirtmouth I can then take a stag beetle and head directly to where I need to go. And then from there go back to Green Path. So, I have a few. I know what I'm doing. Kind of. It's just, you know, unlike, say, like, Symphony of the Night or, you know, I guess Rondo of Blood, you know, like, unlike those games, I've only ever played this game once, all the way through. So, my map memory, as it goes, is still a little fuzzy. I remember a good chunk of the map layout, for the most part. I remember basically where stuff is, you know, in comparison to other stuff, but it's still a little fuzzy. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there, and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. Hollow Nest. What challengers await in its ruin? I think that's it. Yeah. So that's Tiso. Hey, it's Zote. You there! Why are you skulking about in the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you were hiding here in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below us and slew a great beast. It had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Yes, yes, all glory to me. But I don't have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down. That daft old fellow over there, he keeps talking absolute drivel. Seems to think the very air is deadly down in the caverns. Perhaps he should consider not breathing. He keeps talking about dreams, too. Dreams are for those too feeble to truly live. What a squalid little hamlet this is. The air is foul, and the townsfolk have beady eyes. I'll be heading back down below as soon as possible. So yeah, Zote's kind of an asshole, in case you needed any kind of clarification about that. I'm not a big fan of Zote. He's just kind of a dick. I love the description of the simple key. Simply a simple key. It will fit a variety of locks, which is useful if you like to poke around in places you don't belong. I like to do that. I am of the sort that appreciates doing that. Is there any of these I really would need or want? This can be tough. Charm grants you more time to recover. Myself leaving a lot of geo behind. Not really digging. I'll take this happily, but not really digging any of those badges. One of them, there's one that's based on the descriptions, it's probably obvious. One of them gives you the ability to kind of like magnetize the knight so that any geo that falls down on the ground, it'll kind of pull towards him. The other one was, what was it? Gives you more invulnerability frames. I never thought I'd see such a thing. The Stag Station has opened. That building lay silent since before even my time. Oh, I've heard the tales of the glorious lines, a web of tunnels running all through the kingdom. Not that I'll be traveling them, mind you. I'm quite content where I am. Did you visit that temple? A strange building, I've heard, though I'd never dare the journey myself. The braver among us once went there to pray, said they felt at peace within the walls. After a while, they stopped going. I wonder what changed. A young couple's just recently taken up residence in the house beside the station. Seems they're running a map shop, which may excite adventurous types like yourself. She's a tall bug, the wife. I told them to take the larger house, especially given they're all empty, but they like the look of that one. The way she has to bend just to get to the door, I wouldn't put up with it myself. Many used to come, hoping the kingdom would fulfill their desires. Hollow Nest, it was once called. Supposedly the greatest kingdom there ever was, full of treasures and secrets. Now it's nothing more than a poisonous tomb full of monsters and madness. Everything fades eventually, I suppose. My understanding of Hollow Nest can be a little vague, but below those leafy caverns is a fungal grove, once home to peaceful creatures not quite bug and not quite plant. Sounds almost worth a visit, no? Well, there's a downside. The dreadful stench. A noxious odor fills the place.
Akala.
Okay. Not that you've seen the talkative sort, obviously not. Yeah, but Elderbug, that's kind of his role in Dirtmouth. He kind of will give you, periodically throughout the game, he'll give you hints and kind of a notion of where you might need to be digging around and looking around. I won't really need him because, I mean, well, I say that. There might come a point where I might need him, but for now, I don't think I really need to worry about him too much. But I'm going to the Forgotten Crossroads yet again. But there's actually another bug I can meet in the Forgotten Crossroads, and I'm gonna go meet her. Oh, hey! Yeah, pale thing. You use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. Yeah, okay. You know, thanks. Jackass. Tiso's really not a jackass, though. He's pretty cool. Most of the bugs are pretty cool in this game. But okay, I'm gonna go south. Or down, I guess. Keep using cardinal directions, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense based on what this whole map is supposed to kind of be. Oh shit. It occurs to me I haven't equipped, the only badge I have equipped is that compass one. I haven't put on anything else. And I almost feel like I should, but what was over here? Did I not go in here yet? What is this? Ah, yes. Can't quite go there yet. But that elevator sure seems interesting. I wonder how one would activate it. In actuality, I'm going this way. Towards the bench on the map, if you noticed it earlier. Wait a minute. Oh no, this is... I'm thinking too hard on that one. Let me actually do that before I do anything else. Go with you. That seems the most useful of that bunch. Let's see what's... Oh my. Oh, you surprised me. Hello, hello. Come in, sweetling. Come in and make yourself at home. I'm Salubra, and this is my cozy little charm store. Did the town folk out there tell you to come and visit me? Yes. This is a lovely little village, isn't it? Warm and intimate and full of life. What were we talking about? Oh yes, charms. I can see you've started your own collection. Very nice. I'll show you some of my own, and you can take one home with you if you like. I like Salubra. Yeah. So Salubra, she exclusively sells charms, which is neat. And she also sells extra notches. But of course, you can only start buying notches once you get a certain number of charms. So you have to get at least 5 the first one, 10, 15, 20. I forget how many there are total in game. There's like, I think it's like 32 or something like that. Because I know there was like, I want to say there was like 25 initially, and then like the DLC started adding new badges or charms, whatever you want to call them. I just call them badges. I don't know. I don't know the actual number. I'm sorry. I'm so misinformed. It's silly. But we're done. We're done with the crossroads area now. For now, anyway. So I'm gonna go to green path now, because I don't need anything in dirt now, I don't think. And I need to get a move on with continuing my travels, so that's that. Okay. That should be a pretty simple beeline, honestly. But I'm going down, digging down. Digging down deep into whatever's coming up next. But Elderbug did give us a little bit of an idea. He talked about a fungal patch where things live that aren't quite bug, but they aren't quite plant. Oh, ow. You little shit. But that's convenient too. I've been meaning to unlock that ever since I realized it was a dead end from the other way. Okay, and I'm just going, yeah, right. But in case you were wondering about the story, I guess I could kind of talk about that for a moment, because the game is very, very, close to the chest with regards to the narrative and kind of what's going on and who anybody is and whatnot. But basic gist is we play the knight, and he's come to Hallownest to figure out what the hell's going on, because all sorts of bad things have seemingly been happening in the Kingdom of Hallownest. As Elderbug has told us, the kingdom seems to be like poison air is filling the caverns, and that opening cutscene seemed to indicate that something probably woke up, or something's not right. Hornet kind of made some references to the fact that things are all amiss, and everything's just kind of in shambles. And that's about all I can really say, and that's all I'm really going to say, as I feel the game kind of, weirdly enough, I think it explains itself pretty well overall. Like, it's not, I don't know, it's not really that, well, I mean, I guess it's kind of as complex as you want it to be, sort of. Oh, whoa. Okay, so I'm definitely not getting through that. And also, you may notice I am purposefully avoiding the giant jellyfish. The small one, or the small ones, not that big of a deal. They're fine, easy to take care of, easy to deal with. The big ones, if you kill them, they shoot a large projectile at you that does a ton of damage. And I am not thriving on getting hit by them, so I'm just going to avoid when I can. But as you can see, this is kind of a fun, this is a fun area. But this is on the way to what I am looking for. In fact, there's a few things in here I could probably... Oh no! Don't you dare! It's gone. Well, damn. What could this be? Hallownest seal. Well. What could this be? Official seal of the Kingdom of Hallownest, symbolizing the authority of the king and his knights. A relic from Hallownest's past. This item now holds little value except for those dedicated to the kingdom's history. Okay. Well, we'll have to wait and see what that might be good for. Who knows? And I feel like this somehow is back in... We're back at Green Path! Hooray! But but not quite green path. No, this is not green path. And in fact, I don't think this is... I'm pretty sure this is not the direction I want to go yet. And in fact, I think it's... Yeah, it's because there's a locked door, and there's another one of these shadowy vortex thingies. Oh well. Maybe we'll come back here someday. Spoiler alert, we're gonna come back there someday. I mean, come on, Christ, it's Hollow Knight. That's the whole nature of the game. It's like a Metroid game. Of course we're gonna go back there at some point. Also, fun fact about the air dash, and just the dash in general. Like, if you ever feel like you're going a little too far, or you're going way too fast, forward, and you're not liking where you're gonna end up, you can always just, wow, you can always hit the opposite direction on the D-pad, and the knight will kind of basically just, stop, and will sort of move back. I mean, it's not foolproof all the time, but it definitely is helpful to, in some cases when you feel like you're about to run smack face first into whatever, an enemy, spike pit, what have you. Okay, can't go there yet. This is a neat little area, though. And I would like to get a map for it, but unfortunately, it didn't seem like I could get to the cartographer, though I could very clearly hear him in that one room. But that's kind of okay. I'm not worried about it. And in fact, worst case scenario, I always have, and that's the fun part. Like, in case you miss out on the cartographer for whatever reason, like you go through and.
Oh, Bakura Fineldo.
Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run till you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd consider opening an account? Why not? Alright, Millabelle.
Geo.
You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your geo's safe within my my vault. Now let's do some banking. I want to deposit. And I will deposit, I don't know. How about all of it? Okay.
Geo, Kalala.
Goodbye then. Stay safe. Oh, you know what though? I need to withdraw.
Geo.
Hello, dearie. Keen to do some banking? Yes, actually. I will... I'll do 250. Because I'm not entirely sure how much the... Because there's a stag line right over here, and I don't quite remember how much it costs, so... Ah, the Queen's Station. Oh, hey. It's Quirrell. Isn't this something? I'd not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. The bugs of Hallownest must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. It's the perfect place for a quick rest. Can you imagine this place in its time? Hordes of bugs traveling about the kingdom, stag bells ringing, the station bustling with activity and life. Now only our like even know it exists. That's a special thing, I suppose, to cherish these sights, even in their decay. Is it that, just faintly, you can still hear the echo of the bells? Again, the sound design in this game is absolutely excellent, and it has, it is by far one of the game's like strongest assets. Is just the sheer, ingenuity and talent. Oh, hi. Willow. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only in this station, and the taste is just divine. This place must once have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands, that misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths on another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. Feel free to stop by any time, though I do like the quiet in this station. A little company is always good for one's health. Okay. Well, thank you, Willow. You're a real sweet thing. Not entirely sure what it's supposed to be, but it's cute. Alright, bench. And 120, okay. I can afford that. Must certainly afford that. Okay, now that that's open. Oh, you know what though? And I'm such a... I guess I'm a worrywart too, but I'm gonna go ahead and save one more time just in case. I don't like to do stuff and then not save. Or at least do important stuff and then not save. Ooh, can't. That's a no. But I would really like to get that mass shard. That would be nice. That would be a nice thing to have. Of course, I am going this way. Alright, so now, here are the fungal wastes. Now this is what Elderbug was kind of referring to earlier. Ow. You know, on second thought, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go talk to our friend up here or down here. Cartographer. Yay. Ah, my short friend. You've caught me at the perfect time. I'm just about finished charting these noxious caverns. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange, thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. Yes, I will purchase a map. Okay, excellent. So yeah, here's the fungal wastes. And this is the basic gist of the fungal wastes in many respects. There's lots of ways to bounce. Kind of a neat little idea. Nothing amazing, mind you. I mean, if you played DuckTales, you've seen this before, but I think it's pretty neat. Oof. No, thank you. So yeah, so we've got anthropomorphic mushrooms down here, and on top of that, we have well, insects that look like they've been taken over by fungus, so this is, I guess, anybody who's a fan of The Last of Us, I'm sure you're getting just the best kind of vibes from this place. Just the best kind of vibes. I guess I'm going back up here. I'm gonna go ahead and heal real quick. And also, if you were wondering, the previous area with the jellyfish, that place is called, like, the Foggy Path, or something to that effect. And have no worries, I did not get a map for the place, but I will eventually get a map for the place. I just don't really need it right now. It's kind of a thorough way. It's not really not like it's an important spot right this second. Also, those are not cool. I need to just keep moving. Oh God! Okay. All right. Nope. No. Nope. No. we're gonna try that again, and this time we're gonna get it right. Yeah. So yeah. Oh God. Oh God. So this place is a little dicey. LNS seal. Worth it? I don't know, but I might as well. If I'm here, I might as well, because I would rather not have to go back and do that. But hey, at the very least, I got the rest of my geo in a bank, so at least that's. So if I die, I'm not really that worried about like, oh no, now I don't have any money. Okay, a lot of dead ends through here. I'm not 100% sure what's down here. Probably nothing I can. Ah, no! Probably not a thing I can actually do. Well, no, there's apparently. What is this? Nothing. Just a log, a hollowed out log. Hollow log. Hollow Knight. No. No, there is no connection between the two. Okay, so these, this little fella right here, happens to be one of my favorite enemies in the game, just based solely on the noises it makes. Wow! 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 This game is so terribly charming. Ah. Thankfully, I do have a pretty cool badge equipped, which I did equip earlier. It's the, I forget what it's called, but basically now every time I hit enemies, I will get more soul for every enemy I hit. So that's helpful. That's definitely a good thing. This doesn't seem suspicious at all. Surely this is... Oh. Hi. Oh. Yeah, that's not... That's one. Having actually utilized some mushrooms like last week to make some shish kebab, I can definitely confirm that mushrooms do kind of break apart the way that these mushrooms break apart. It's kind of funny how that works. But that was our little mini boss for this area. Ah. Oh no. That wasn't great. Okay, can't get over there, obviously. A couple of dead corpses, or just a couple of corpses. That's a redundant statement. Dead corpse. Oh. Oh, I'm sure he's friendly. He's got to be friendly. Hi. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to emulate the sound that thing just made. Don't try to sneak past me. I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of geo? Give me geo and you can see something nice. Yeah, sure. This seems like a horrible idea. Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more geo. More geo. Okay. Okay. So yeah, these are... So yeah, I can't afford any of that, but those are kind of like specialized badges that, like one of them gives you, like one of them allows you like to get more geo for enemies that you kill. The others, like one of them, I think makes you stronger, and the other one I think maybe raises your defense or something like that. But there's a trick to them, a kind of catch, and that is that I believe like if you have them equipped and you die, they can actually break. And considering how much they cost, you can understand why there's a little bit of a, you know, there's a bit of a very unfair trade-off there, I think. Like, sure, you get more money, but if you die once, like, it's gone, bye. You're out 600 geo regardless. So, I will not be indulging in that fella's wares for now. So I know this is back to the crossroads. But was there like maybe there's a switch up here or something I needed to open up? Forgotten cross. No? Well, what was over here then? Lordy. Sad part is I'm still not quite where I want to be. Okay, I see. Can't do anything with that room yet. You know, spoilers. I will be able to do something with that room at some point in the future. But right now, it's a no-go. Oof. Okay, but I want to go back down here. My destination is actually further in. The cartographer, yet again, another bug, has now made kind of a reference to where I'm going, which is this way. Because there is more to this area than just a bunch of fungus. Amazingly enough. Who'd have thunk, right? Wow! 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 I gotta be a little more careful. I'm getting very, like, very clumsy with some of these enemy encounters, but oh well. Such is the way of me. Goodbye. Poor little mushroom. Love how they go out like whoopee cushions. No, fam. Like, no. Oh, God, no. No. Nope. Nope. Goodbye. Alright, where is... let me check to the right first. I don't know. I don't know what my timing's looking like right now. I don't know if I'm really going to be able to make it to the next boss. I would like to. What is this? We remember the Elder. Okay, well... nothing I can seemingly do in here. We remember the Elder. Looks like a grave marker, though. I would assume, right? I assume if anybody saw it, I'm sure that's probably your first thought. Oh, it's a grave. You know, whose grave could that be? Oh, hi. Cloth. Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature! You got the look of an adventurer. So we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, aye? Or A? Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sort, so she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive, and let's meet on the road ahead. Okay. Thank you, Cloth, for the words of encouragement. I swear, sometimes I make that stuff look really simple, and I wish I could make everything look as simple as I made that look. Even though, honestly, it was surprisingly simple. Map, give me an idea. What am I looking at here? So I need to be heading towards the right, I guess. But I want to head... Okay. Stop that. Oh, yeah, let's not... Yeah. Not have that. Well. Oh. This is always the tough part when I think, okay, well, I should probably go that way because Hornet's going that way, similar to how she was in Green Path, but at the same time, there's this whole chunk of the map I haven't looked at. Oh. Yeah, it's a no. This place is very precarious. I imagine, like, if Green Path wasn't tough for somebody and they got through that and thought, okay, well, this game isn't so much, you know, it's not too bad. But this area might be the area that gives some players some issues. I can see that anyway, being the case. It's not too bad, but it does require a bit of finesse to properly engage with it. Like, you don't have to be like absolutely perfect, but I mean, that does help. Not gonna lie. Okay. Now where the hell? I only really did that because I just wanted to see how that sounded. Hey, it's grub! Worth it. Which, speaking of the grubs, I'm gonna have to do that here in a bit. I'm gonna have to make a quick trip to visit the grub father, grub daddy. I'm not sure what the proper terminology there would be. The grubsters. I don't know. The grub family. There we go. That'll do. That was actually worth the trip, though. I mean, looky there. I unlocked a door. That seems like a vaguely good thing to do. Oh. Well, then what's through here? Since I can't go the other way, obviously. Oh. Hi. Oh. And now we're getting into the... Oh yes, this is the fun section. So, okay, so the cartographer was making mention of these fellas when he was talking about the very thin and kind of mean-looking bugs that he encountered. These are obviously, if you're looking at them, I don't think it takes much imagination to acknowledge that these are praying mantises, or at least mantises. I don't know if I would call them praying, because they are not really praying at this point. And they are not exactly friendly, not by a long shot. Wanderers seeking death, welcome. May you find swift end upon our claws. So, okay. So yeah, this is kind of the... I guess most players probably would have come through here first before going and following Hornet, assuming you're the explorer type. But so the next area past this fungus area, we're going to a place called Mantis Village, which, as the name would suggest, is a village inhabited exclusively by mantises. And they are all very, very aggressive, and they're very, very tricky. Admittedly, though, the Green Knights in Green Path kind of get you kind of in the right mindset as to how to approach them. Like, they're not... Inspect. Here ends the Pilgrim's Way. Hollownest's heart lays open before you. Proceed onward to share in its glory. But I can't, because I have no means of getting up there. So what on earth should I do? Well, actually, I gotta go back down here. I think. Pretty sure. It's gotta be down here that I'm heading. I think I'm looking for just a door I haven't gone through. Which might be right over here. Nope. No, I already went through there. Oh, shit. Well, I'd rather take the hit on the thing itself than the projectile. I think projectiles do like 2 damage per hit. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the right way. This is where I needed to go. So let's see. Oh. Why did you come back? Your friends didn't. You know, now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure I know how the enemy respawns actually work in this game. I don't think I've ever really looked into it. Oh, no, no, no! Let's not look at shit while crazed creatures are trying to eradicate you. Not the smartest idea. Wait a minute. This is where I'm going. Okay. Getting there. I don't know if there is a bench down here. I hope to God there is, because I will need it, I think. Since I think I'm running out of time swiftly, and as unfortunate as that is, that also means I'm going to need to procure a bench shortly. But I believe, yep, there is one right there. Thank you, game. Oh dear, but that's not good. That's not what I wanted at all. No, no! Oh, oh, bad, bad. Oh no, very bad. Oh Jesus.